So Konami decides to fully remake Metal Gear Solid 3 first. But what if I told you Metal Gear Solid 1 was already remade? And it was great, but you probably didn't play it, and here's why. It's Forgotten Game Friday, Metal Gear Solid Edition. Now back in 2004, Konami gave us Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater. But Nintendo gave us Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes the same exact year. And just what the hell is Twin Snakes, and how did it end up being a Nintendo exclusive? This is an interesting story. You see, the relationship between Nintendo and Konami go way back. And so, with the success of Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty, Nintendo approached Hideo Kojima and Konami about doing a remaster or remake of the original Metal Gear. And it sounded like a great idea. And Nintendo even wanted Kojima to do the project himself. There was just one problem. Snake Eater! That's right, Mr. Kojima was hard at work on Metal Gear Solid 3, and thus could not commit to Twin Snakes. But Mr. Kojima had an idea. You see, he had played a game for the GameCube he really loved called Eternal Darkness. And some of you may remember this GameCube gem. It was developed by Dennis Dyack in Silicon Knights. Another forgotten game that totally deserved a sequel. Well, Mr. Kojima loved this game so much, they were like, hey, why don't you get Dennis Dyack and Silicon Knights to develop the Metal Gear Solid 1 remake? And it just so happened that very same week at the Nintendo cafeteria in Japan sat Dennis Dyack. And while he was eating lunch, he was approached by Miyamoto and Iwata of Nintendo. And they said, hey, Hideo Kojima really loved your work on this game. They would love for you to remake Metal Gear Solid 1. And of course, Dennis was thrilled. Silicon Knights started work on Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes, and they didn't just remaster the game. They completely rebuilt it from the ground up, based on the Metal Gear Solid 2 engine. Not to mention, they re-recorded all the original audio with most of the original voice cast. It was a massive undertaking. And even all of the cutscenes in this game were completely redone by the original artist, I might add. Also, if you notice right here, produced by Hideo Kojima. Everything that was done on this game had to be run past Mr. Kojima and meet his standard. And at the end of the day, we got a fantastic Metal Gear Solid 1 remake that unfortunately, like a lot of people didn't know about because it was stuck on the GameCube. But if you loved Eternal Darkness, you should totally check this game out because they were developed by the same very talented team. Not to mention the game was also produced by Sergio Miyamoto. Yes, yeah, the guy from Mario and Zelda and Donkey Kong and pretty much everything successful at Nintendo. This game right here is full of accolades, and it certainly deserves more attention than it got.